Presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
All right, welcome back to the 7 Innings Live.
It's time now to talk about some of the game changers at the plate. We've got some really big bats to tell you about. A lot of home runs that have been leaving the yard, Jessica Mendoza. And they're doing it with some superpowers.
When you think of power, we've seen in college softball this year. So each one's got their own superpower. When you think about bat speed, who do we got? Corey McMillan, are you kidding me? 30 home runs, she leads the country. I get so excited about her swing because of that bat speed. That's her superpower. She's got that unique stance. I mean, look at where this ball lands. We'll fight it across the street, hitting buildings. She's got that leg kick that gets up. She's tall in her stance, but BMO, when her bat speed gets going, she has more opposite field to middle of the field home runs because she can get that ball late and hit it opposite field. Okay,
Yeah, not many can get 30 out of the ballpark. The ACC Player of the Year can, and she will be at Alabama. All right, who we got next?
Superpower extension. For that, you got to go out to the SEC and, of course, the SEC Player of the Year. And Brie Ellis, when you look at just her heat map, her ability to be able to slug. So this red area, you guys, that means you're slugging over 900.
Don't throw it where the red is.
Yeah, so the red is middle away because if Brie Ellis gets her hands extended, I mean, you've got no chance. And that's what Brie Ellis showed over the course of the year. If you get middle away, or pretty much any ability that she has to get separation from her body, she absolutely annihilates softballs. So much fun to hit, not just hitting for power like we see, but also for average. And you got to make sure that superpower, keep it away from her body.
Yeah, and the 26 home runs, that ties the SEC single season record. Has a great shot of breaking that this weekend where she will be at home. All right, what else we got for game changers who can really change a game with one swing?
Oh, we got a superpower in a baseball basher. We're heading out West Coast to Westwood.
Behind the back.
No look behind the bat, Megan Grant. One, of course, the baseball basher. Bash brothers between her and Jordan Woolery. But I'll tell you what, Megan Grant, when she gets the bat to the zone, because she grew up, you guys, playing baseball till she was 12 years old, and you watch her bat path, that swing path, she's low to high. She gets underneath the softball, which a lot of hitters can't do consistently. She does because of that bat speed and power. So her superpower, growing up with the boys playing baseball, absolutely love her story.
How about 20 home runs and 70 RBI? She's got a teammate, Jordan Woolery, that also does it for UCLA, and they will be home this weekend as well. And the last superpower, and the super swing.
This one was fun. Back knee to bat flips. I mean, this is a unique hitter in Jasmine Burns. So another Big Ten rival from UCLA, Ohio State. I mean, they absolutely bashed the softball as a team. Jasmine Burns, you look at the numbers, 467 batting average, 70 RBIs. She has a lower half that can absolutely crush because she's able to hit so many pitches out. If you look at all the ability, she had a swing this year where her back knee literally touched the ground and she hit it out to center field. That's why back knee to bat flip is her superpower.
Yeah, these are all hitters to fear. And the Buckeyes, by the way, a Big Ten record, 137 home runs. They will be at Tennessee, where Carlin Pickens will also be, and she can throw it 78 miles per hour.
That'll be a good matchup.
Who are you most looking forward to seeing?
I mean, honestly, we don't get to see as much of, UCLA now when they are in the Big Ten. So being able to see them, they got Arizona State coming out to Westwood. So Megan Grant, she had such a great freshman year. Now as a junior, that team, she leads them offensively. You saw her swing? Let's go.
These are from the power conferences. How about much love for some of the automatic qualifiers and some of the other at-larges that you need to look out for? Allison Benning, as we talked about, could get 20 home runs and 20 wins for North Florida. Maya McDonald at Marist, another big home run hitter. Alyssa Allen at Binghamton, not just power, but a 300 average. And Rachel Roop at Liberty, tied for first in CUSA in home runs and runs batted in. Two of them, McDonald and Roop, will be at the top seed, Texas A&M. So those are some of the game changers at the plate. Holly, you have some of the game changers over there in the circle.
Well, that's right. Pictures are special. That's why we draw the circle around them. And I'm very jealous about Beth with the touch screen, so I'm going to just do a lot of really over-the-top hand gestures. I've got two All-American Olympic gold medalist winning pitchers here. Tell me who you're excited about. Amanda, let's start with you.
I don't think you can talk about a game-changing pitcher without going right to Nyjah Kennedy first. She was last year's National Player of the Year, but she would have been Pitcher of the Year as well because of what she did in the circle. But her rise ball is absolutely electric. Look at her ERA. That is not a typo. We didn't forget to put a 1 or a 2 before the .81. She is still this good as a junior when everybody knows that a 70-mile-an-hour rise ball is going to be coming at you when you're in the box. And looking at how the pitch calling has changed. Last year she was at Stanford. This year she's at Texas Tech. Tara Archibald is calling her pitches this year. They're calling more rise balls, Michelle, and also more change-ups. And it's increased her swings and misses. She's been hurt a little bit this year, but I think she's feeling better at the end of the season.
Yeah, and I feel like the changeup really opens up the ability for her to throw that rise ball even further out of the zone and get more chase on that. So you see that opening up the zone, getting more of the swing and miss, and I think that's one of the keys. I think also super impressive about Nyjah is that her whip is even lower than her ERA. It's a .69. That is like staggering.
Right, and her ERA leads the country. She is so stingy. One of the things I love, she is back hitting more this year.
Yes.
81 at plate appearances. She hit over 300. These two were pitchers that could rake, and so most of our pitchers also are raking so well. Tell me a little bit about who else you wanted to look at. I think you wanted to talk Carlin Pickens.
I do want to talk about Carlin Pickens.
Yes.
And, she threw the fastest pitch ever recorded this year at 78.2 miles an hour. She just has this innate ability to get long and get to the front of the circle. And when she does that, she's explosive. That ball just pops out of her hand. She's throwing a rise ball, but also a drop ball. But Amanda, just like Nyjah, she's also known for a very good changeup pitch. And when she throws that, it just expands the zone. It freezes you, and she has the ability to strike out a lot of hitters because of that. A sub-1 ERA, 19 complete games. At a time when you don't see a lot of complete games, Carlin Pickens is truly special.
You're so worried as a hitter about being early against her. I mean, 78 miles an hour, Holly, is equivalent to like 110 mile an hour MLB fastball.
It's
so
insane.
as a hitter, you're thinking, I have to get my barrel there. I have to start early. And then she whips out the changeup. If she didn't have that changeup, I don't think she would be nearly as dominant as she is. But both Carlin Pickens and Nyjah Kennedy have these great changeups to go along with 70 plus.
Right, you can't be all speed. You have to wait and see what you're sitting. Changeup is a game changer for both of those pitchers. All right, Carlin Pickens, third in the country in ERA, .92. I wanted to give a shout out to Megan Golden, Grand Canyon. She is number 2 in the country, even better than Carlin Pickens. All right, let's get back out to Oregon. They're a team that I know you're very excited about.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon really is a complete team, but at the end of the day, you have to have an ace in the circle, and they got an ace from Virginia Tech who transferred in Lindsey Grind. I mean, she brings a competitive energy, and when she is in the circle, she has this fire about her that the rest of the team absolutely feeds off of. 26-2 on the year, only 2 losses, but it's her rise ball that she'll throw 67% of the time, and again, a changeup, but only 7% of the time she'll throw that, but when she does, it seems to be very effective. But that rise ball, Michelle, she'll place it at all different levels. She has been a game changer, a difference maker for Oregon to grab that top 16 seed.
Yeah, I'm excited to see her throw this postseason.
All right, let's get to another pitcher that rakes. Jordy Ball has a chance to make history for Nebraska. Her ERA, though, a little bit elevated this season, 1.57. What do you see from Jordy Ball as she's gone back to Nebraska after winning 2 national championships for Oklahoma?
Yeah, so she's a very complete ball player. She's a complete pitcher, ability to move the ball through the zone, up and down, and change up as well. It's her highest swing and miss at 61%. So that rise ball, 35% of the time she's throwing it, the drop ball about 27% of the time. She's just an outstanding athlete all the way around. She's competitive, and when you have a competitive athlete in the circle that can expand the zone, you start getting hitters that are just chasing pitches. But I love the fact that she's got almost 20 home runs on the year, 19 home runs. She's a top 10 in batting as well, but for average and power, she just does everything. She's
Well, yeah, and she's hitting over 400. So, hello, you're pitching, but then you're really scary when you step into the box as well.
And think about it, Holly. She was injured last year. She tore ACL, so she transferred from Oklahoma to Nebraska, didn't get to play last season, and she's still putting up these numbers past her injury. I'm sure she's just so happy to be able to contribute to her team on both sides of the ball.
How would you like to be the team that's like, oh, by the way, you get Jordy Ball in your region? That's going to be a little bit scary.
Let me expand on that, because she is going to LSU, right? So Baton Rouge. We talked about Arkansas having the highest highest elevation, while LSU has the lowest elevation. So not only are you going up against Jordy Ball, that you're also going to have to try to hit at a spot where the ball does not fly.
All right. Well, we can't wait to see. This is going to be a lot of fun. We have some very special ladies in the circle to talk about. Here's a couple of other people that we wanted to keep your eyes on. Belmont's Maya Johnson has been terrific, as has Maddie Grau. Don't forget about Picone and Autumn Courtney out of Florida Atlantic. We had so many new players in the tournament for the first time. 5 teams. We're going to get a look at some different arms. That'll be a lot of fun. All right, the Sooners coming up. Can we get a 5-peat?
Up next is going to have a Sooners looking for a 5-peat. I hope they do, like they did last year.
They're not worried about a 4-peat. They just need to get one this year. Coming up more on 7 Innings Live.
We'll be right back.